Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You can get a job in the Middle East simply by trying or by magic, through others, or by a fluke. Remember that competition is everywhere. Some here, some there, but bam! Loy Machedo is the best.
All right, I happened to post a poll in the community tab about India being under British rule. Would that be better or would that be worse? Okay, I'll give my thoughts in this video. Feel free to comment down below and let me know what do you think. Okay. Now I have not checked. Wait, let me check on my phone. I'm checking now. 1 second. Give me a second. I will check right now on my phone and tell you what is the overall like percentage. Okay, community. Here I'm going to the community tab. Okay, so I don't know if you can see it. Wait, I don't know if you can see it, but it says 59% feel India freed of Britain is better. 41% says India under Britain would be better. Okay, you can check in the, you can check and cast your vote. So 59, nearly 60% say India being free is better, and 40% say no, India under British rule would have been better, British management. Okay, now I'll give you my thoughts. You let me know what do you think. Okay, am I right or wrong? One thing I will say right from the get-go, the British did not conquer India brilliantly with their masterful divide and rule strategy. They didn't conquer India for India's benefit or India's betterment. They conquered India for their benefit. Okay, I think it was 190 years rule that they had. Just imagine a handful, a few, hardly, it's like, to give it to scale, just maybe 1,000 guys, example, 1,000 people, controlling 100 million people. So you can imagine the leadership of UK, of Britain, that they could control a nation of nearly 1 billion people. Unbelievable, huh? That's called leadership, but in the wrong way. Okay, just like, even though this is not a very good example, like Hitler, one man, how he brainwashed a nation of, I don't know, 100 million people. Just imagine, one man, with his communication skills, with his leadership skills. Okay, he used it for the wrong reasons. He did it for the wrong agenda. But just can you fathom this? It's like having this cult leaders where they make you do things which are despicable, which are unacceptable, but people do it. Like, just imagine, they'll make you drink poison, they'll make you kill yourself, they'll make you have sex with them, and they'll tell you, oh, you're doing this for the glory of God. In fact, religion is one of the biggest examples. How they convince educated people with degrees, masters, PhDs, people with high income, very, very high income, who have traveled the world, but still will donate money to a statue, to a temple, to a god, to a mosque, to a church. Funny, right? So human beings are very fickle-minded. They are very funny. So not everyone is meant to be a leader, but when someone does choose to be one, and he can control the masses, he's a winner. So UK, as a very tiny country, a small country, small nation of mostly they say whites, controlled a nation of billions. So They were smart, they were intelligent, okay? However, one sec, let me cross this. They're cutting the grass. However, I guess because they started to exploit, see what happens is people, once they enjoy power, once they enjoy money, then they become greedy, and then they become evil, and then they become inhuman. I remember seeing one of these Facebook posts where they showed, it was on Instagram, it was on Facebook, a really horrifying, very dark incident. They showed the photograph of this black man who was, we're talking of United States when these black people were sold as slaves. So this poor man was sitting down. You could make out it was like a house, but from inside the house you're looking outside where there is grass and all that. So he's sitting outside near the stairs, and he's sitting in a squatting position with his arms folded like this, looking down, and it's black and white, and you can make out he's a poor man. He is one of those slaves, and there few steps ahead of him is a hand, a chopped hand and a chopped leg, foot of a small baby. It's kept there. And there the text was written that because this man didn't achieve his quota of cutting, plants or crops, because he didn't achieve his target, to teach him a lesson, the plantation owner chopped his small baby daughter's hand and her foot and kept it there. They made him witness it, and they kept it there for him. I cannot fathom, or I cannot imagine what he must have gone through. So in the same way, the British who ruled India, they had engaged in atrocities like these. There are, Shashi Tharoor said it. If you see Shashi Tharoor's interview with Mehdi Hassan, he's a brilliant statesman, he's a brilliant orator. I don't know about being a leader, but his grasp of the English language is impeccable. His fluency with the English language is totally another level. I mean, you literally, when you listen to him, you have to take the dictionary and just keep referring and wondering, what did he say? What did he mean? Shashi Tharoor, okay? So he was talking some hi-fi words, the depredations and all that he was talking. And he's well researched. So what he said is, India's GDP was something like 50% or whatever. It was a self-sufficient economy. The British came and they made it 2%, and then just to make sure that people were not independent, they chopped their thumbs or something so they couldn't stitch. So he gave a very dark narrative as to how the British employed. And okay, fine, all that is fine, but where I didn't agree is, they owe retribution and apology and just a sorry. What the fuck sorry, man? Come on. Fuck it. Who wants the fucking sorry? Example I'll give you, okay? If someone, let's say my great-great-great-grandfather, someone did some shit. Let's say their great-great-great-grandson today, I just meet him. I want him to say sorry to me? Sorry for what? Yeah, because 500 years ago, my great-grandfather shot your grandfather. Okay. So, what the fuck? We are okay. We don't have a problem. My parents didn't have a problem with your parents. Our grandparents didn't have a problem. So, why the fuck are you apologizing? And then even worse is, I don't know from where this concept has started. They will compensate by paying you money. X amount of money as sorry. Who the a self-respecting individual will not want free money. Me, I don't know about you, but I don't like free money. I don't like, I'll give you a simple example. When I was small, this actual, this is not me trying to impress you. When I was, I think 13 or 14 years old, one day my mother, who was with my stepfather, that time my brother, small half brother, was born. So she told me, if you listen to me, I was mischievous. So something happened and she was like, if you listen to me, she was telling me, if you listen to your mama, then we have land and we have house in Mangalore, property, and we have shops in Bombay or whatever. I will give it to you, I'll give you some of it in my will before I die or something like that. I'll tell you, I don't know how my thinking was formed at that point. I still remember telling my mother, yes, who the hell cares? I actually said this, take it and put it up my... Not very appropriate. But I said, just take it, and I think the right words that I was looking for that time was shoved up his ass. I told, just give it to my brother, take it, let him throw it on his face. I don't care. So even at that stage and phase of my life, I didn't want free money. In fact, here sometimes my wife, she tells me that in the school which our baby goes to, the Thai people get 2,000 baht, I don't know, once a while or something from the government as for small children. So my wife said, you just fill up this form and all that. So I asked her, like, why do you want the 2,000? For what? She said, no, we'll get 2,000, we can take it for the baby. How are you? So I tell her, why do you want the 2,000? For what? Are we dying for the money? No, I'm earning. Is the baby dying? No. Rather, let this 2,000 go to someone in need. You know, she's saying, no, but it's free. She'll get it. I don't want it. I told her, she said, then my wife sometimes gives the logic. Okay, we'll take it and then we'll give it to a temple or we'll give it to someone poor. And that is where I remind her, if tomorrow they do a check and they see that, oh, she has a husband who's earning big money, yet she took the 2,000. I said, do you know how bad it will look? I said, I don't give a damn about what society thinks. But I said, forget me. I'm a foreigner. I don't listen to any of the news. People will, look at you, mock you, hate you. So then my wife said, okay, fine. When she saw that I was not interested in that free money, I said, if you really want to give someone charity, ask somebody poor to collect it on our behalf and let them sign. I don't want to go anywhere near it. So anyway, the point I'm trying to tell you is free money is disgusting, especially if you didn't earn it. I know people love to earn lottery tickets and win big money and all. That is not I'm not into it. Put it this way, yeah, people get a thrill and they get a high when they win, but I'm not. Anyway, coming back to the topic. So the British didn't rule India or conquer India for the purpose of the benefit of the Indians or the benefit of its people or the benefit of the country. They did it to exploit the country, take money from India and send it to Britain. That is why maybe the Kohinoor diamond and all that is there in UK. So the gold and all that, they were looting and taking. Okay. If there was any positives that you can say, yes, introduction of the English language in schools, okay, that is one good thing. Railways, the network. Anyway, they didn't do it, once again, they didn't do it for the benefit of the Indians. They did it for expansion because they knew if rails were there, transportation of goods and services will take place. So they did it for their benefit. Then roads, okay, whatever. So whatever they did in India, postal service, communication, they did it for their benefit. Now, if there is anything worthwhile that they did, that would help the people is the abolition of sati system, where in Hinduism, they used to burn the female you know. So if the husband died, that she had to sit on the, where all the wood and the dead body was, and she had to be burnt alive. Okay, so fine, all that they did well. So can we say that the British rule those days in India benefited India? No, it didn't. Okay, if you see the plus and minus, the good, the bad, overall when you evaluate, they did tremendous amount of harm, and the only benefit was for them. Okay, but now the question comes, they made Hong Kong, see the progress that they did. Now, by the time we are looking at Hong Kong, remember, it was not the dark days of, plunder and loot, and there was media. People could read the news. So they didn't want to be looked upon as barbarians. They had social responsibilities. So they would be questioned on a global scale. There were human rights. So if Britain used its leadership skills to benefit the country, modernize it, to bring good education to its people, to provide, let's say, citizenship. Okay, if we give you the option, you can convert your Indian passport to a UK passport, which in turn you can travel around the EU, European Union, and you can, travel freely across Europe. Okay, we'll give you hospitals. Okay, we will give you for free medical service. We will try to bring down the cost so that you get the best, world's best medical treatment at the most affordable pricing. We will have a quality education. We will improve on the roads, the railways, the networks. Fine, if they did all this, and the wealth that is created in India will be in India. Okay, fine. Then it would have been a great thing. And is UK capable of doing that? Very much. But now I'll give you the flip side of this. The flip side is, if UK or Britain was that great, why is their own country a mess? Well, the answer is very simple. It is because of very weak leadership. The leadership which is today based on popular votes. What people want, what is popular, they will do. They will not do what is right. They will do what is popular. And then obviously UK has to kiss the ass of US. So whatever United States says, UK is its lapdog. Even if they know it is wrong. Example, the weapons of mass destruction. Tony Blair and George Bush and Condoleezza Rice. You remember how they were, hi doggy, how they were 100% sure. Hey doggy, how are you? Hey, nice doggy. Hi, how are you? Fine, all of you? Okay? So you remember how they said, we have evidence and proof of weapons of mass destruction. Like how Biden said he saw the videos of babies' heads being chopped off by Palestinians, Israeli babies. Yeah, but when they were asked to prove with evidence, they kept ignoring it. They said it's classified. Finally, after they managed to plunder, loot, exploit the country, take all the money, get the contracts, and their election term was over. And when the evidence and the pressure was mounting, what did they do? Oh, we are sorry. We made a mistake. We apologize. Tony Blair apologized from his heart. George Bush apologized. Yeah, but millions died, no? Which is no different than what sometimes I think of these tyrants, which if I take the name, I'm sure they will demonetize. Forget demonetize my video. They'll demonetize my entire channel and shadow ban it. You know who I'm talking about. All those tyrants, who killed millions. Same thing these guys also did, no? Only problem is, as long as US and UK do anything, it's right. We have a right to defend ourselves, democracy. So UK will also say that. So if they play this double standard, which UK and US are very famous for, then India would be destroyed. But if they use the leadership skills and they have the intention to build up the country, then they can. But my phone fell down. But good thing I have outer box, which is the casing, because my phone would be smashed. Okay, so what I was saying was, let me put the phone on my. Why do I have this? I have this and I don't use it. Okay, so what I was saying was, given the way UK is managing its own affairs, where they are failing to take care of their own country, where they've made a mess. You can't sort out your own shit. What are you going to sort out India? So now when you look at both the sides, okay, one was, I give you the facts that UK destroyed, it did its level best to destroy India, okay, with the British Raj and all that. So if with that style of leadership, that intention, no, never, India would never benefit. But if they use the Hong Kong template, where they genuinely wanted to modernize and use their leadership and for the right reasons, and they had an intention of doing good, yes, India would benefit a lot. Because, the focus was not to satisfy a religion. The focus would be commerce, science, business, capitalism. But then again, right now the leadership of UK is one of the weakest. The leadership of the US, one of the worst. And what we're getting, LGBTQ, chopping, cutting, they're focusing on that. They're focusing on supporting Israel, even though the whole world is against it. So, like this, what do you expect? So let them use that leadership for their own country. That way, if you look at it, even though I've told you before, Modi is weaponizing Hinduism for his own political gains, but at least he is doing something worthwhile, something beneficial. Remember, there's no leader who's perfect. There's nobody who will do 100% perfect job. Nobody. Whether even Indira Gandhi or whether people take Nehru and Gandhi and all, nobody is going to do a perfect job where they are so amazing that everyone will say, oh, flawless. We will always cherry pick, oh, you didn't do this, you didn't do that, you didn't do this. Because, normal people, what else they got to do? Nothing else other than criticize. Same thing which Rahul Gandhi does. You don't do anything worthwhile, but you will point at the mistakes of everyone else. Like, same example I can give about me. I make videos, I create content. There are people who criticize me, make fun of me, and when I check their own YouTube channel, 24 subscribers, 5 views, they are making fun of me. And these are guys who are starting their YouTube channel. And they make fun of me. So, yeah, you do something, achieve something, then, no? You don't do anything and you simply criticize, what is the point? So, what I tell people is, yes, right now we have a leadership that is very Hindu, pro-Hindu, that weaponizes Hinduism, that doesn't like Muslims very much, that demolishes mosques, property of Muslims. But then, what other flavor of leadership is there? Who else is there to lead? And, what I tell people is, do you seriously think if another politician comes, he's going to be flawless? He's going to be perfect? No. But then people say, oh, at least give someone a chance. Fine. But if you see the elections, the majority of the people who are Hindus, who are they voting for? See, it's a numbers game. End of the day, if the majority are voting for a guy, he will win. So maybe you may not like it, but you don't represent the majority, you represent the minority. What can you do? Like, how many people loved Vivek Ramaswamy? How many? Oh, dynamic, new, this, that. Did he get any support? No. So you may not like Donald Trump, but he has a support, right? So, these are some of the realities of life that you'll have to accept. So in conclusion for this, whether UK was a better, or Britain, is it better for India? I told you, their leadership those days, far more superior, the strategy far more better, but the intention was not good. If the intention was good, then they could have used this leadership in such a masterful manner. It would have made India one of the greatest, because India has the resources, it has the people, it has the manpower, it has everything. Sadly, if your intentions are not good, then you become another Hitler, you become another Stalin, you become another tyrant, like a cult leader, like, I don't know, what's his name, David Koresh or whatever. And you go kamikaze, which doesn't help anyone in the end. And then, today we have pansy leaders, like what we have, Rishi Sunak, who Indians were so proud, Indian. See what he's doing now. He's a tail for Joe Biden, wagging. And our grandpa, Joe Biden. Who knows, one day he is going to give a speech and then he'll look and try to shake hands with somebody and collapse. Finished. I don't wish bad for him, but I'm just saying he's too old, man. Anyway, these are my thoughts. Like I told you, it all depends on the intention, it all depends on the leadership, which right now today, if you, proof is in the pudding right now. UK's leadership and UK's GDP and UK's situation is so bad. If you that way you compare to India, India is far better. India is doing things UK can't even imagine. And India has the talent. India has, yes, its fair share of problems also, but India is far more better. But in terms of passport, in terms of benefits, slightly UK is better. Anyway, this is what I want to tell you. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Alright? You guys take care. Look forward to your controversial views.